after Dance With Me, then Sika came.
Ooh.
And Sika, that was everyone. That was just
undeniable.
That was the
banger.
foundation.
Undeniable banger.
That was that was just straight. Every mix, every rate till today, bro. Till today, fam.
But this is what I'm saying.
If you're playing Azonto, that has to come in.
A lot of people heard from us from Sika.
Yeah.
After a lot of people heard from us from Dance With Me. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then Sika just it was off.
So how did that come about? Like, so obviously I think Dance For Me came, and then Mista Silva and them made Bone Say Mami, innit?
Yeah. So around the time we were doing Dance For Me, I know Mista Silva was starting to work on afrobeats, and then Kwamz and Flava were also doing.
Or was Mista Silva? I don't know. Do you know him already from before?
Yeah, I knew.
So
bro,
was he? I heard he was an MC from before.
ghanapartyinthepark 08, 09. That's when I met Mista Silva, because we were booked. 08 or 09. Don't call me. I don't remember. But it's like we were booked for afrobeats, and he was booked for funky. Okay. So that's when I met him.
Even I got another message. Hey, Mista Silva, we need you. I can't lie. I definitely need to speak
Boy, he's gonna come.
I definitely need to speak to Mista Silva because
he's gonna come.
I have a lot to ask him.
He's gonna
I definitely need to speak to Mista Silva. That's one thing I definitely. So if you see Mista Silva, I need to speak to you, bro. I 100% need to speak to you.
We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. Therefore.
So yeah, go on. So
I know that's the first time I met Silva, because we were booked at ghanapartyinthepark, bro. We hustled our way through. They were like, nah. They were like, nah, we don't need that. We don't need that type of sound. They just want hip life, high life, funky, grime.
I could imagine, bro.
Bro, they're like, nah, we don't need that Afro thing. They were not really interested. So obviously, we had a link in there, and then the guy was like, oh, you know what? Like, you guys have been hustling me for quite a long time. So
do your thing.
Do your thing in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Bro.
So then you know
this time we rehearsed for like a whole 10-minute set. We said, okay, because we have short time, we're just gonna play songs back to back. Bro, then when we got on stage, bro, as soon as they pressed play, like a minute in, the guy was like, he's trying to take us off stage.
Wow.
Bro, imagine that. But the thing is, he's clocked that the reception of the crowd
was too much, because they were feeling it. They were feeling it.
So he knows that if he comes to the front and say, you lot move, it's gonna be like
everyone's gonna be like, because I could imagine like how it would have felt to them. It was new,
it's
like
mad.
UK
but that's what I'm saying. People don't understand how much we like us as vibesquad we fought for afrobeats. Like, do you understand?
Bro, even me, I didn't understand until recently. Like bro, I was doing my research. Then I was like,
it's deep. Wait. Like, you don't understand that people were not. They were not open to the sound, and these are our people, you know, Africans, like African promoters. That fam, they were not trying to put us on, fam, because it's not popular, bro. Like, you're trying to bring a whole sound that no one knows. No one knows your tunes. No one do this. Why would I give you a platform for you to? But it's like all we're asking them is like
give us a chance.
Give us a chance to perform, and based on the crowd reaction, tell us whether it was worth it or not. That's all we needed. We just wanted the opportunity.
You just wanted the
money. Because we were not doing it for the money. We were doing it for the culture. We're doing it for the sound. Because we know that, if you can connect to your people in the diaspora, it's going to be big, because you connect to your people in the diaspora and you connect to your people back home. But that's it.
Because it was a good idea, because we definitely needed that at the time.
But people were not paying attention.
Because people don't appreciate what Afrobeats done for the African community, because in London, being African at a time, it was hard. Like, even saying your surname, and people hide their names, and people hide, like, it was hard, bro. Like, people, like he was saying, people will say they're Jamaicans and whatnot, just to hide the fact that they were African. But when Afrobeats came into the picture, I saw this transition of, even Caribbean started, like, I see Caribbeans busting Azonto. Like, I remember one time I was just at some place, like, I see one Caribbean you busting Azonto, I was just looking at it, I was thinking, shit. Like, back in the day, doing this shit,
that's what I'm saying.
Everyone will be laughing at you.
That's what I'm
making
saying.
Silly noises, like, you're African, ha 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 ha. Watch, like, people will hide the African tunes in their ear and that. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what I'm saying, and I feel like, you know, like, it's good. You understand? I'm trying to say to you, because at the end of the day, it shows that even though, bro, us as vibesquad, we couldn't have done it by ourselves. So we're not here claiming that
you did it by yourselves.
No, but it's definitely that we managed to make enough impact
to make other people believe. So
we managed to make enough impact to attract people, for people to be interested in the
that,
genre, if not even motivate people to even join us in forces in order to push the genre.
Saved the funky house lot,
bro. I'm not.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Afrobeat saved the funky house lot, bro. Let's be honest. Everyone that was on funky house,
I am dead.
transitioned into Afrobeat so smoothly, and it was such an easy transition. Do you get it? Because funky house was already skanky.
It's similar sounds, but it's similar sounds, and also like let's not be oblivious to the fact that, bro, when you heard like some of Doneo's tracks, bro, the vibes that he's doing on there,
it's Afro vibes.
Mista Silva, the vibes that he was doing on the funky. Big shout out to my boy Mista Silva, bro. He was already implementing
Afro vibes
in there. So hence why the transition was smooth, because he was already, I feel like with Silva is like he was still with funky, he dominated funky, bro. Let's not lie, fam. My man was shutting down sets, bro. Because I'll be there when he will be doing this set. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? So I see where he's come from, and I see that he's always implemented that African Afro vibe in his sound. So the transition for him was just smooth. It's like okay, it's the next level, because it's the level where I'll be able to express myself fully as an African. And it worked for him. Man came with bangers like Boom Boom Ta. Come on, bro. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
That was Boom Boom Ta.
Bro,
I remember, because I just started uni when that came out, bro. You couldn't fuck with that song, bro. Every freshers party.
Big up Mista Silva.
Big up Mista Silva.
Big up Scob. Big up Kwamz and Flava.
Listen,
trust me.
Boom Boom Ta was crazy,
bro.
That song,
mad.
I don't know, like if you think about it commercially, you wouldn't think it was as crazy. But obviously at the time, that type of sound couldn't really bust like that.
Oh, bro,
community-wise,
what we need to understand is that there wasn't no structure.
There wasn't. It was just going studio and making a song.
It was just going studio and then
you
making a song. You hop on it. Put it out on YouTube. Hope for the best.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Abranti will spin it on Choice FM.
Do you know that was? Yeah, that was it.
That's all we had.
That's what we had, didn't
it? That's what we had, bro.
Release a tune. Hopefully, Abranti
will spin it because that was the only thing we got. And then obviously Afrobeat Sundays came. We managed to showcase.
Oh yeah. Afrobeat Sunday, yeah.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's history, brother.
Shit.
Fam, so that's what I'm saying. People need to do their research about Afro.
Yeah.
Like, the impact that UK Afrobeats had within the UK sound.
Like,
because there was years and years of grinding, bro. Like we were going to shows and we were going up and down the country. Bro, when I was at uni, that's when we did Musica Blue, bro.
So I could imagine.
We're up and down the country
everywhere.
Showcasing blah blah blah, bro. Then the sound started spreading.
It spread.
But uni helped a lot.
Yeah, because obviously at the time, not to throw any shade, but Caribbean people didn't really go uni that much. Not to throw shade. You had Caribbeans in uni, but let's be honest, 10 people in uni, 10 black people in uni, Caribbeans would be 2 or 3. Okay, I'll say my uni, that's how it was. Like it weren't many Caribbeans in
my uni there was Caribbean, so I don't know.
There was a couple. Okay, in my uni,
I know when the bashman was coming and they're going, wow.
I got like in Northampton, we didn't have bare Caribbean. There was bare Afs in it.
Yeah.
So at that time, I know that the sound was so big. So like uni raves was something.
But you know what it is? The good thing is that as we were going, and as we were also pushing the sound in the UK Afrobeats, the people from Africa as well, the artists from Africa were also pushing it. Afrobeats.
Because that's what I'm saying. I feel like you lot motivated them.
It could be that. Because
you know the thing, for example, that's a UK Afrobeat sound used to.
I agree.
Do you get it? Because he didn't really speak tree in that.
I agree.
He's speaking English because he saw what. I won't say he did, but I feel like he saw what's happening here.
What you need to understand also is that if they seeing that there's a certain traction somewhere, bro, they have to adapt the sound so that the sound spread as wide as possible. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? So that's why I was telling you earlier that Afrobeats evolved, so it didn't really stay on the same level. Some people were doing hip life, high life, and they were trying to westernize it. Some people would just use the drums in a certain way, but have the keys playing in a certain way, or the lead would be. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? The guitar. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? The sax. It depends on whatever, but it's like they made it appealing to a wider audience. And then because they're speaking English as well, it's like people can understand, at least, even if it's not the whole song, they can actually understand what the song is about.
Yeah.
This is more appealing. So that man also started mashing work over there, pushing Afrobeats, while us in the UK were also mashing work in the Afrobeats. So then it all linked up together. So then that's when you get the Ice Prince coming here, and then we will open the shows for them. And then the R2Bs will come here,
and you open up for them.
O2 Indigo, and then
that's where I'm coming to.
Do you understand? I'm trying to say to you. So it's like I don't think we have enough time to go through the whole evolution of how everything comes. But I'm sure the small insight I've given you shows you that.
There was groundwork.
There was groundwork that were done before we reached that level.
Yeah, because even me, I've just learned. Because you saying 08 or 09, because 08 or 09, I didn't even know Ghana in the Park existed then.
It was there, bro.
That means you lot have worked. Because I remember, like, for example, when it comes to Mista Silva, there's one thing I always remember. Like 2011, I remember a time in ghanapartyinthepark, everyone was just waiting for Mista Silva to perform. Bro. Everyone was just waiting for him to perform. And someone must have gave someone, and you know how Ghanapartyinthepark had 2 stages. They had the hip life stage, you know, where they do the live band, and then they had the big stage, innit?
Yeah.
And people were saying that Mista Silva was performing at the live band stage, innit? Because I don't know why they didn't put him in the big stage.
Bro.
Probably at the time they didn't really think he was worthy for the big stage. But the way everybody transitioned from the big stage to that live stage to be with Mista Silva, where everyone then said to them, Mista Silva, come to the big stage and perform. When I saw that, I was like, wow, Afrobeats is gone. Like ghanapartyinthepark was like, would you say that was also like a vital part in helping?
Of course, bro.
You lot as well. Did they give
any platform that gave us their stage to perform on was a groundbreaking moment, because all we need to understand is that them man were not taking us in. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? So the fact that we had to showcase ourselves and let the public decide whether this is hard or not. Do you understand? That's the hardest thing, bro.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because no one wanted to hit Afro.
Definitely, man. Big up akwabaauk, definitely.
Big up akwabaauk.
Big up them every time.
Big up all the Ghana independents,
definitely.
The Nigerian independents that had us.
Trust me.
The weddings also, because they were the most
ghanapartyinthepark. Because even I remember one year, even UG, I remember one time. You know the time when he used to rap over like hip life, he used to rap over Amachi Dede's beat and that. So I remember one time he performed in Ghanapartyinthepark and he was doing his rap that he did on the Amachi Dede beat, innit? Yeah. And I remember at a time people were talking over him performing. I remember that time. Yeah. Like he was performing, everyone was just talking, nobody really wanted to listen. And I remember the MC came and was like, you lot don't want to take my man in, this is UG, like it's hard, blah, 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 blah. I remember like it was sad, like. And then I remember a year after that, him and Mr. Easy's team came out. Bro, I saw him at the ghanapartyinthepark. But I was like, nah.
You see, this is a perfect example how people are close-minded.
I know. I was surprised.
But trust me, people were not taking us in. Like, I'm sure a lot of artists that are doing well today
went through something similar.
Something similar.
Because the UG's one, I saw it, and I saw it literally a year
but
after.
This is why. But UG will never let that stop. Like, UG is my guy. Big up UG.
Big up UG, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, I saw that shit.
Bro, it's like,
I was thinking, bro, this is deep.
It's fine, because at the end of the day, you know where you're heading. You know what your purpose is. You know what you bring to the table. And you know that in the UK, unless your sound is popping, that's when they'll follow.
I know.
So until you push and make enough noise to catch people,
it's crazy.
Because he just goes to look now. A year later, it was blowing up. Everybody wanted him everywhere, and look what he's done, fam. He had one of the most popping tunes, bruv. That's for me done a mad thing for the culture,
listen, when I saw the transition, like it was just a year later. Like I was watching and I was like, this world is fucked up, bro. Because the year before, the way I saw, like, the way people were just talking over him and, like, the MC came, put his arm around him, his head was down.
But this is what I'm saying.
You can tell he was a bit, like, discouraged, like.
But it's fine.
So if at that time, he was on stage and he decided, fuck this shit, I'm not doing this anymore. He could have lost his blessing from that time.
But let me tell you something. This music thing, if you think that the music thing is for the faint-hearted, you might as well quit now.
It's true.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you?
You have to be strong.
You can't say you're going to be doing music and then obviously like any obstacle that comes your way, you give up, because music is hard. Music, there's a lot of ups and there's a lot more downs. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? It's facts. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? And before you even level up to even be okay, bro, trust me, it'll be a battle. But Some people get lucky and bust through, but there's no longevity. If you want longevity in your artistry, if you're gonna be doing music, then brother, you're gonna have to go through the game. Innit? You have to go through the process. Yeah. You can't cheat the game. With music, you can't cheat the game. If you want longevity, you can't cheat the game. You have to go through it.
Process.
You have to go through it.
But some people don't get music, do get lucky and some
100%. But at the end of the day, I always say no greatness comes easy. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? At the end of the day, once you've worked hard and you've grinded for what's yours, when you reach the end of your goal and you look back and you're like, rah, I actually achieved this. It sounds like an achievement. So yeah.